Now, Christie's also been quoted as saying he would not have gastric bypass surgery to lose weight and that he actually considers himself healthy because his blood work falls within normal ranges. Charles D'Angelo is a local weight loss coach. He's a regular contributor here on First at 4. You're the author of Think and Grow Thin. Charles, there's been a big discussion about Christie's weight online, whether he would be fit for office. What do you think? Does weight really play into whether you're fit to run the country or run for office?
I can speak from experience. Weighing 360 pounds as a teenager, a lot of the things and choices that most young people would have were taken away from me by my choices. I mean, physically, it was difficult to do the things that most people would do. So I know that a person of his size finds it difficult to travel, finds it difficult to really probably put forth the entirety of his passion and energy that he has. So is it a question of whether or not could he run the country or not at his weight? I don't know if that's so much the question as if he's missing the whole point. He said earlier in that quote that if it was easy, I'd have fixed it. Well, that goes to the core of my message. It is easy if you get the missing link in place. And he's a proof positive, just like other people that are in the public spotlight that have all the resources, that there's something missing. That it's not a matter of dietary information. It's not a matter of a new exercise program or gym, because all those things are out there, right? What's missing is the mindset. You have to get to a place where you become automated and conditioned to do the right thing independent of his circumstances, which for him, his circumstances are unique with his schedule and everything else he deals with.
Okay, well, he says he considers himself healthy because obviously his cholesterol must be okay, if his blood work's okay. Is somebody healthy at his size?
Well, he's certainly at risk for a lot of illnesses if he isn't already suffering from them. You have to think about hypertension, diabetes, abnormal cholesterol issues that you've already mentioned. I haven't ever seen his blood work, so I couldn't say whether or not, but I don't know many people in my own personal life, and I'd have to ask other people that are watching to ask yourself, do you know anyone else that's about his size that is healthy on all accounts? And you have to also realize that a lot of people that get to that place get to a place of denial, where it's so painful to face the idea that they are responsible for where they're at, that it's difficult for them to really realize it and take charge of it. So he needs to come to the place that he accepts, look, if I don't change, if I don't make a huge, huge transition in the way I look at food and exercise, I may not be here to see my kids grow up. And that sounds harsh. I have to say that to people every day in my office. They have to come to the realization to face the reality that their decisions are having a lasting impact. He wants to make a big positive difference in his worldview in the world with whatever his political beliefs are. That's fine, but if he's not healthy, you have to ask yourself, if he doesn't have the energy, how is he going to do that?
Okay, you've always said it's not about how you look, but aren't we doing that when we look at politicians and joke about their weight on late-night TV or joke about people like Oprah or Jessica Simpson? Aren't we making weight the issue and how you look the issue here?
I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I think part of it is, of course, when you're not healthy, you don't look your best. When you get yourself healthy, you look great. So when a person comes to me, I say, we're not going after a number, we're not going after a specific size particularly. Of course, those things are things that excite you, but the most important thing is getting yourself healthy, because when you are healthy, you look great, you feel great, you have energy, you have endurance, you have enthusiasm for life, and you can contribute in the best way you possibly can. When you don't, when you aren't taking care of your body, how in the world can you contribute in the most massive of ways? He has ability to communicate, he has a lot of connections in politics, he has a desire to make a difference, but without mastering his health, without taking charge of that, without taking control of that third leg of that three-legged stool, diet, exercise, and most importantly the mindset, the way he thinks about this, he's going to have extraordinary difficulty in sustaining that momentum. And let's say he won. Fantastic for him. I'm independent of the politics of it. But what I mean is this, once he gets in office, the pressure is not going to decrease. If he gets in office, his circumstances are not going to become any easier. So he needs to make the decision now, before that time comes, in my opinion, to take control of this while he has the time to.
All right, it's a really interesting discussion. Thank you so much for
my pleasure.
Helping us talk through this. And Charles, you're going to be actually hanging around until the end of the half hour. Our social media producer is setting up right now the opportunity for you to tweet with our viewers.
Absolutely.
And the hashtag, by the way, is KSDK Health. We want you to join the conversation with Charles on KSDK's Facebook page. We also have a Google Plus page. Charles hosting a Google Plus Hangout until 5 p.m. tonight on our KSDK page there. So go online, talk with Charles, let us know what you think about this topic, because there's really so much to it.
And I want to make one public statement. If Chris Christie's out there and listening and needs help, I'd be happy to help.
All right, good. Well,
Chris, if you're out there,
that happen.
I'm here.
Right.